Hi guys, it's me Roselyn, and someone asked me to make a video for K1 Fiance Visa procedure, all the step-by-step procedure for K1 Fiance Visa. So we will tackle all of that today. But before that, thank you to those who subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your appreciation on my video, and to those who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe for more videos. And if you have friends who need help, you can share my videos to them so we can guide them or give an advice. So let's start now. Okay, the first step, filing for the petition. You or the U.S. citizen sponsor or the petitioner must file Form I-129F or Petition for Alien Fiancé with the USCIS office. I have a separate video for all the documents that we sent during our K1 application, so you can check that. I will write down the link on my video, and then you can send your application for U.S. Postal Service. Send it to USCIS P.O. Box 660-151 Dallas TX 75266. I repeat, for U.S. Postal Service, send it to USCIS P.O. Box 660-151 Dallas TX 75266. And for express mail and courier deliveries, send it to USCIS Attention I-129F 2501 South State Highway 121 Business Suite 400 Lewisville TX 75067. I repeat, for express mail and courier deliveries, send it to USCIS. Then below that, Attention I-129F. And then below that, the address is 2501 South State Highway 121 Business Suite 400 Lewisville TX 75067. Okay, so when you already send your application, you need to wait. And when the USCIS receive your application, the USCIS will send a text messages and an email confirmation to the petitioner with your case number. Okay, so after receiving that confirmation text with your case number, you can install the USCIS apps so you can monitor the status of your application. And then after that, the USCIS will send a hard copy of NOAA 1 to the petitioner. And then wait, what will be the next status of your application? Then if the USCIS needs more evidence from the petitioner, the USCIS will send a hard copy of RFE or Request for Evidence. Then the status of your case on USCIS app will be changed to Request for Additional Evidence. Because first, when you send your application, the status of your application to USCIS app is case received. Then after that, if the USCIS will need more evidence from the petitioner or the beneficiary, your status will be changed to Request for Additional Evidence, and the USCIS will send a hard copy of the list of all the documents that they need for you to submit it to them. They will send it to the petitioner. So if you receive the RFE, there is an instruction what documents that they need, that you will need to send to them, and what address you will send it, and also the expiration date, that you need to send all the documents before the expiration of that letter. Okay, just remember, if you will send all the documents to them right away, or right away, you will not take too long to wait. But if you send it like, you will wait for the expiration date, before the expiration date, and you will send it, you will take too long. Of course, you are wasting the time that you waited to send the documents. But don't rush it, okay? You need to complete, as in complete, all the documents that they need, so that the next time they will review and check your documents, additional evidence, they will satisfied for that. They will not ask for another document. So as much as possible, send all the documents that they need. And it was indicated on the letter, the list of all the documents that they need. So it's not hard for you to gather all of that documents, okay? But if the USCIS satisfied and review all your documents and they don't need additional evidence from the petitioner or the beneficiary, the USCIS will send know what to the petitioner, and the status of your application on USCIS app will change to your case is approved. Okay, so the know what to will send to the petitioner, and know what to means that the case is approved. The USCIS reviewed all your documents and they are satisfied, and they don't need extra evidence for that. So your case is approved as per USCIS. Okay? Then after that, after your I-129F petition approval, wait for 10 to 14 business days, and you can start calling NVC for your Manila case number, because after your case is approved, you need your Manila case number. That is different from your case number, the other case number that they give you when they receive your application. This time, since your case is approved, you need your Manila case number. It started to MNL if you live in the Philippines. Okay, so the NVC will send a NVC letter to the petitioner. It was written on that letter your Manila case number. Okay, so the petitioner will receive two letters coming from the USCIS and one letter coming from the NVC. The NOAA 1 and NOAA 2 from USCIS, and then the NVC letter from the NVC. That's the only letter that the petitioner will receive. And that 3 letter, your petitioner should send it to you through mail or email, and the other documents that you need for your interview, the beneficiary needed for the interview and for the medical. Okay, so you have to wait 10 to 14 business days, and you can start calling NVC for your Manila case number. Okay, the NVC contact number is +603 334 0700 or +603 334 0888. The petitioner can call the NVC, or the beneficiary can call the NVC, but you have to pay. But there is an application that you can use for you to call the NVC without paying anything. I forgot what apps is that, so I'm sorry. So you can call them, the NVC, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 12 midnight. So the NVC will send a hard copy of NVC letter to the petitioner, and if you got the case number which started with MNL followed by 10-digit numbers, you have to click immigrant and enter the case number. That is for the status of your Manila case number. This is the next step, and this step is for the beneficiary. So the beneficiary needs to check the status of her Manila case number to this website, ceac.state.gov/ceac stattracker/status.aspx. I will write down the link. So I will repeat, cac.state.gov/cac stattracker/status.aspx. Okay, so after checking your status, because you need to go to that website, and then you will encode your Manila case number, and also I think there is a password for that. And after you encode your Manila case number and your password, it will appear your status for your Manila case number. So these are the status. First, at NVC. If your status is at NVC, meaning your papers still sitting at their office, meaning your documents is still at the NVC office. So just wait for a couple of days to change your status to in transit. Okay, in transit meaning your papers are on the way to US Embassy Manila. Okay, and then the next is ready. The ready meaning your papers was received by the US Embassy Manila. Okay, so that's the three status: at NVC, in transit, and then ready status. So when your status becomes ready, you can take a screenshot of that ready status showing your MCN, and then you can print that. Okay, because you need that when you pay your visa. So this is the next step. So when your status already ready, you can print that, and then you can start paying your visa. Okay, but before that, when your case is ready, the US Embassy Manila will send a eligibility letter to the beneficiary. Okay, this is the question that they raised to me a lot, because most of them did not receive their eligibility letter. And the question is, if you did not receive your eligibility letter, can you proceed to another step? The answer is yes. Okay, don't wait for your eligibility letter, because that is not a requirement. Okay, eligibility letter is only a letter saying that your case is approved. Okay, and then you can start to set your appointment and proceed for your medical. That's the only purpose of the eligibility letter. At the same time, they will send a photocopy of your I-129F. Okay, but if you did not receive your eligibility letter, this will send to beneficiary, okay? If the beneficiary will not receive the eligibility letter, it's fine. You can proceed to the next step. But if you really wanted to have your eligibility letter, I have a separate video for that. Okay, I will write down the link so you can watch that video and to have an idea how to request the eligibility letter. Okay, so when your case is ready, you can start paying your visa fee at your nearest bank of the Philippine Island. Just bring your MRV slip together with your passport and money. I have a separate video on what is MRV and how can you get your MRV slip. So just watch that video for more details. Okay, so get your MRV slip at http://www.ultratraveldocs.com/ph/pmis depositslip.htm. I will send the link so you can click that link. Okay, so wait, after you pay your visa fee, just wait for 4 to 6 hours to validate your receipt, because sometimes it takes longer. Okay, so you have to wait, because if your receipt number not yet validated, it will not accept on the system when you start to have your appointment schedule. Okay, it will not accept it, so you need to wait for it to validate. Okay, and then after that, if your payment's already validated, you can start to schedule your interview on http://cgifederal.secure.force.com/ but I will send the link. Okay, and then after that, after you schedule for your interview, just remember that you have to pick what date you wanted to go for your interview, and most of the time there is no available slot for the interview, but you have to try every day, because sometimes they block a schedule, a full month schedule, they block it, and then the next day they will open some days, and then the next day it will block again. So you have to be patient to check it every day. Okay, and then after that, after you set your appointment, they will send to your email a confirmation, and you can print that, because you need to bring that schedule, okay, on your interview. And then after that, you can proceed for your medical. You can register your medical at http://www.slec.ph/ I will send the link. Okay, and then visa and medical fees varies from US Embassy dollar exchange rate, so all fees are being paid in peso. Okay, so you need to register to SLEC before you can go to SLEC. You cannot walk in, you need to register. And when you register, there is a question, what is the date of your interview? So I tried before, my friends tried before to have a medical before they will set their interview, and it was fine. And others said that you have to set your interview first before your medical. So I suggest just try to set your interview first before you register to medical, to St. Luke, and then go to St. Luke and do your medical. So medical is 2 days, okay? And there is only one payment. And you need to pay that at St. Luke, okay? And then if your medical goes smoothly, you don't have a problem, you can wait for your interview schedule. Okay, I have a separate video for my experience on my medical, so you can check that for you to have an idea. Okay, so when you are approved on your medical, you have to wait for your interview schedule. Okay, so while waiting for your interview schedule, just gather all the documents that you needed for your interview. And I have a separate video for that. All the documents that I brought to the US Embassy Manila for my interview. So you can check that for you to have an idea. Okay? And then after that, go to your interview, and then you have to wait if you will be approved or not. But let's hope and pray that you will get your approval. But if not, actually, it's only 5% who applied that they denied it. They denied your visa. But most of it need additional documents. That's why I'm telling you, if you go to your interview, make sure all your documents are complete, so that if the consul will ask for any documents that they needed, you can give it to them. So you will not receive a 221G. 221G is a it means that you need to send another documents because you haven't give that to the consul. Okay? But if you have your 221G and you send it already to them, just wait for a while, and then they will send your passport and visa and the documents to you. Okay? So after that, after you receive your passport, you can now start to register to CFO. Okay? And then just set your appointment to http://gcp appointment.cfo.gov.ph/ I will send the link. Okay, so I will send the link. I will write it down, the link, for you to follow it. And then just remember, there is no walk-in at the CFO. So register to the CFO, and then they will send a confirmation on your email, and you have to print that. Okay? And then after that, after you print that, you can go to CFO to start your training. Okay. So the correct way, actually not correct way, you have 2 options. While waiting for your passport, you can register to CFO and go to your seminar, but they will not give you your CFO sticker. They will just give you your CFO certificate, because the CFO sticker should be stick on your passport. But since you don't have your passport yet, they cannot give you the sticker, so you need to go back again. If you receive your passport, you need to go back again to give you your CFO sticker. But if you want to save time and do it just for one day, just wait for your passport, and then that's the time you can go to CFO. So they will give you your CFO sticker and then CFO certificate. I have a separate video for that, for my experience, for my CFO experience. Okay, so most of the things that I'm telling you is based on my experience. And during K1, I am single. I don't have kids. I don't have kids. I'm not annulled. So all the documents that I have is applicable only for single. So if you are married, if you are annulled, if you have kids, there are more documents that you need. And you cannot see that on my video because I don't know about that. I don't have any idea for that, okay? But this video is only for my experience, to give you an advice, to give you a view on what's happening during the K1 fiancé visa, to give you an idea how it works. Okay, so if you have questions, just feel free to comment on my video and I will try my best to answer it. And if you have any concern that you want me to make a video for that, just let me know so I can make one for you. Okay, so I'm just here to help you out, to give an idea or an advice if you need it. Just please be patient on me, on my grammar, on my English, on my language, on my accent. I'm so sorry about that. If you're irritated on my accent, I'm so sorry. Just all my concern is to help. If you understand it, because the more important is you understand and get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so good luck to everyone and just be patient. I know everything will went well. Okay, just make sure you review all your forms, you check all your documents if complete. Okay, so God bless everyone.